Hey everybody, it is Illy Trading. I am here to do your weekly recap of the futures. So we had a very interesting week this past week. Uh, you know, I love trading. Sometimes when you think you have the right idea, it's completely the opposite. But we are always prepared for because we know how the market is. We know that the market loves to pivot, move around. Just when you think we're going to be going one direction, it says, I got you, because we're not going to go that way. But that's fine. We're always ready for us. We plan to have it to go one way, but we prepare for it to go another way, okay? Because we already know the market is the market. It's going to do what it's going to do, right? So let's take a look at the NASDAQ. So we are doing a lot of accumulation, I would have to say. Yes. So I feel like we're doing some price movement on the larger time frame. This is the 4 hour. We are now starting to be below this trend line. This is a major trend line for support. This line down here is another trend line, but it's from like all the way down. Okay. So as we're looking at this, we are still making lower highs. We still have not taken out any of these previous big highs here, but we are starting to make some bullish support. We have this low entry here. It did cross this nice support line, this nice strong line that I had here. And as you can see, we've done a lot of bouncing off of this line. Now we actually came through this line and then bounced back up. Now it didn't. It recently we did take out this high here at 30,080, and with this with this higher low right here, I'm looking for this to be a bullish move to take out this next high at 30,605. Next, I would be interested to see what happens in this area. I really want to know what's going to happen in this area because we've already done a lot of movement down here. We came down here to grab some money. We took out these previous lows, but we didn't take out this low here. So we pulled back to come back up. We pulled back, but we did not do a big pullback. So this non-big pullback tells me that we want to reach this money that is sitting up here. This right here is liquidity. There's money here. So if we're looking at market structure, we are now starting to make higher lows. So I'm interested to see how we open up on Sunday's market. Are we going to gap up and take out this high of 30,320 and then take out the high of 3,600? If we do, that's awesome, because then what we can do is either see if we're going to be continuing up or if we're going to revert back down. But we already have our targets of interest because of this support right here. So my first TP is going to be 30,326 area, as well as the 30,600 area. And then I would be interested to see what we do at this mark. Are we going to reject at this part and then come down? Or are we going to go past this and take out these double top highs of 30,950? So it's very interesting. I do see this being an interesting week to see how we do. And this again is on a 4 hour. We can pop down to the 1 hour to give us a little bit more clarity. And as you see, we did have some rejection here, but we ended on a green candle. And this line, it's about to break this line. So I would not be surprised if we gap up to take out this high here that I set for the first TP. All right, so that's what I'm looking at for the NQ for NASDAQ. Let's drop down to the 4 hour. SPY had a lot of gusto, okay? Look at this candle right here. Look at that. That is that is a star. Like we're running towards the moon here. So again, we're bullish on SPY for right now, just of market structure looking at it. We bounced off of this trend line. We came a little bit below this trend line, but bounced right up. We did not close a lot. We did not have more than enough candles to close down for it to be a bear. We passed this major support level at 75.97, and we shot past this support line, and we're aiming for this high. There's two highs here. 7,638.50 as well as 7,650. All right. The next high would be 7,670 as well as an all-time high of 7,894. So let's see what we're going to be doing. I would not be surprised if we take out these highs and then do a rejection down, or we just continue up to our previous marked highs. It's the summertime, so it's very interesting to see what's going on. This has passed by trend line here for our upward movement. Again, we are supporting the market structure of making higher lows on the big picture frame, right? So we have this here. Did take out this low here, but not this big swing here. So we're looking at here, we have a support here, boom, we went up. We have this support here and it went up, and we have this swing low here. So again, we're looking for upward movement, and I would not be surprised if we gap up as well on SPY. Next one is going to be gold. Gold tends to run with the indices, so I'm going to say we're going to be a little bit bullish on the gold as well. So as you can see here in this red box that I created, where we had a lot of like that reversal signal going on there, I have that still marked down. I do still have my main area of interest down here below, where we've already done a lot of consolidation before we did a major run up on gold. So we will see how this goes. So for gold, so right here we have like a triple bottom, and then we have like a big pull up. We took out this high here of 41.60. We were aiming for the next high of 42.35, in which we have a nice support here with this low and this high. So I would not be surprised if we target this next area of 42.35, and then possibly 43.53, and then 43.90 or 4400. So, and the reason why I'm saying this, because of the market structure support, I have this being a bullish move, right? I see that we did not take out these lows here. We did not break any major support down here. We're making, yes, we did do a pullback, but we did do a nice rejection, and this low is not taking out any of these lows on the major swing on the 4 hour. So we have this pull, we push up, pull back, okay? We're still making this low is still higher than these previous lows. We ended on a nice green solid candle, so I would not be surprised for another gap up to take out these highs for the beginning of the week. So that's what I would be looking for coming in for gold. The next one that we're looking at is oil. Oil has been very interesting because we have seen some major movement on oil, and that's because of the geological political issues that we have going over at the Strait of Hormuz. So because of this, it is acting, I'm not surprised that it did do a nice bullish run up, because we started having conflict, okay? Now, we did a major sell-off on oil. We went basically back down to original prices. Did a little movements here, a little accumulation here. We broke this trend line here, and we're on an upward movement. We have not taken out any previous lows either. So we have a major low at $68.89. We went past support of $70.32, and we took out some good highs over here. So we still have some gaps on oil on both ends. We have a gap on the top and we have a gap on the bottom. So I do believe that we were most likely aiming for this gap to come back down, because if the conflict continues, we will go up to take out this money, and if it magically resolves, we will sell back down, and we will sell back down to this gap here at 58.15. If the gap oil crisis resolves, I would not be surprised if we sell down to this gap, and then all of a sudden everything is all good, and whatever. Oil is tricky, but when it moves, and it's obviously done to a catalyst that makes it move. So we already know our catalyst is the issue with the Strait of Hormuz, which will affect how oil moves. So we are keeping our eye on the news for when it comes to the moves on oil. Oil is a good play. Even if you wanted to get like a good 10 points, 15 points, it still makes money. So even if you are in a consolidating zone and you know it's consolidating, just play it safe for consolidation. Don't expect a big trend on it. But because we have crossed over the trend lines, it is a bullish technically setup for me. And market structure is also bullish as well, because we took out this high here and we took out this high here. We double top here at 76.07. We did not get to take out these highs, but I wouldn't be surprised if we try to aim to take out these highs and then fill this gap. And the other scenario again is like we did a nice pull up to come back down to come down here. So you can go either way on oil. We just have to see what the market has to decide to do. And even if we sell off first, we can be ending bullish, or if we bullish in the beginning, we can end off bearish. We already know that beginning of the week can also determine the end of the week. So we just need to be aware. So that is my quick recap on the futures on NASDAQ, SPY, gold, and oil. If you guys have any questions, please comment below. I'm happy to answer any questions, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the charts. Happy Saturday, and see you Sunday night. Later.